Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're featuring a balanced team that also features Gengar, Clefable, and Swords Dance King Gambit. This team has been talked about a lot on Twitter, so I thought I'd make a rental team for you guys to check it out and see what you think about it. Clefable is an amazing support with Unaware, being able to ignore all the stat boosting that is in the meta at the moment. You have things like Dondozo, Annihilate. Archaludon also likes to boost a lot of its defenses with that stamina ability. And then you also have Gengar as a second option to boosting with Haze. You can pretty much neutralize or get rid of all those boosts. One thing I want to mention about this team, it has so much sweeping potential. You have Volcarona with Quiver Dance that can just run over games. You also have King Gambit with Swords Dance, and you can just pretty much clean up games in the end with it and sucker punch everything away. You do have to position around Psychic Terrain, right? So you do have to bring Rillaboom in the back just so that you can override that Psychic Terrain and your sucker punches can actually hit the targets. Tauros is a really good option right now. People are calling it Discount Urshifu. Rightfully so, same typing. With the Mirror Herb Intimidate combo from Series 1 or Regulation A, you can basically safely lead into King Gambit and threaten a one-hit knockout with close combat, or if they do Terra into something like flying, you can just wave crash. We're gonna go ahead and jump into some matches and let's see how the team does. Alrighty, we got ourselves a match here. Garchomp, Rotom Wash. That's a throwback to VGC 2014, 2015, I would say. Super interesting. Even in the black and white era, it was a very popular duo. Rightfully so, you can Earthquake right next to the Rotom Wash. Alright, what do we want to bring here? Rillaboom definitely looks really good here. Volcarona looks amazing, especially if we can Terra Grass. It makes it difficult for the Garchomp to actually KO the Volcarona, so we can do something like Volcarona, maybe even Tauros. Volcarona Rillaboom doesn't seem like a bad... Actually, we could do Volcarona Clefable, just so we can redirect anything away from Volcarona, and then we definitely want to bring Rillaboom in the back. And to clean up games, we could just bring King Gambit. Yeah. Alright. Rotom, Garchomp. Okay. I wonder if this is Discharge, Earthquake. I think Terra Grass makes a ton of sense here, and in Quiver Dance. I'm not really worried about Rotom in any way here. So there's no point to redirect anything. In fact, I want to get Rillaboom in here just to actually get rid of Earthquake damage. This is really going to neutralize the damage that Earthquake can do, especially with Terastallizing into grass. So. Oh, Terastallizing. What do we got? Very. Rock Slide. Perfect. No flinch. Oh, we have Covert Cloak, by the way, so we do not get flinched ever. Perfect Terastallization here from us. So now that they burned their Terra, we can actually Giga Drain the Rotom. I am worried about a switch here, though. So what could they potentially switch out into? A Amoonguss, right? I think Heat Wave does crazy amounts of damage, especially into Garchomp now that it got rid of the Dragon typing. And we can also Fake It out. I'm so tempted to get off a Giga Drain though, because keeping Volcarona healthy is very important. But I'm not worried about like a Hydro Pump or an Electric move from the Rotom, so I guess we can just Fake Out safely into Garchomp and go for a Heat Wave, catching any switches. Okay, they protect, they do not switch. It might be a Volt Switch angle for them. I forgot how good Rotom is. Might have to look into it. Yeah. Oh, we got the burn on it. I will say, though, it is in range of Giga Drain now. I go for the Will-O-Wisp onto Rillaboom. Burn for burn. We do end up losing on that trade, though. I do want to go for the Giga Drain now, but I feel like Rotom has done its job and doesn't want to stick around anymore. Be pretty silly to Hate Wave again. I do want to get damage off on Garchomp, because otherwise, how do we get rid of it, right? Yeah, we need to start getting damage off on Garchomp. I'm not too worried about Rotom, especially being at half health and burned. And I guess Rillaboom is pretty much a terrain bot at this point. I'm gonna go for a Wood Hammer just to get the KO here. Yeah. I think a Grassy... Oh, we got the burn. That's so funny. That is really, really big. We'd Giga Drain the Rotom next turn for sure. Terra Blast, okay. And Rillaboom flinches, that's fine actually, because the Burn Tick plus a Grassy Glide should KO. Right? If I'm not mistaken. And we can Giga Drain the Rotom, get some health back. Okay, Garchomp switches out into Amoonguss, maybe? Umbreon, okay. That's a good switch. Get rid of Rotom. If he Snarls here, by the way, we can actually pivot in Kingambit and put ourselves in a really good spot. So, thinking ahead, I think we switch in Kingambit no matter what, especially with the terrain being close to expiring. We definitely want to reset that and have Rillaboom in the back. And then we want to potentially catch a Snarl on the switch-in and get the Defiant boost on Kingambit. That would be really massive. Plus, we keep Fake Out pressure. Yeah, just Rillaboom thrives so much from switching. Oh, Gardevoir, okay. Yeah, this is definitely Protect. And then Heart Switch into Kingambit. And I'm just suspecting a Snarl here from Umbreon. It is a pretty supportive Pokemon. Could also Foul Play, but realistically, in this positioning, I think it wants to Snarl. Protect here. And then we go on the offense next turn. Dazzling Gleam. Kingambit should take that pretty well, unless it's like Specs or something. Okay, 60 damage. There's the Snarl. Did we catch it? Thankfully it didn't miss. That's huge. Beautiful. And Volcarona is just such a monster right now. I think we could even get away with Quiver Dancing again. I'm gonna Heat Wave just to get big damage off onto the Gardevoir. And then we could Sucker Punch. This. Alright, and that should be game. Especially with Garchomp being burned in the back. It's 2 Pokemon down. Heat Wave doesn't miss, it's huge. It's a 2-hit KO. That does sizable damage. Alright. Now we just Giga Drain the Garchomp and Protect. Actually, we can double Protect. just to bait out the Garchomp's Protect. And then we attack on the next turn, but they just forfeit. And GG. So that's another thing that's really interesting about the team is that if you want to Snarl to deter the Volcarona from switching, you also have that Defiant on the back that really just benefits and gets King Gambit ahead. Alrighty, and we've got what looks like Slice Spam or Hard Trick Room with Mousehold, Torkoal, and Pelipper. So off rip, King Gambit looks absolutely amazing. We do need to bring Taunt. Need to get rid of Terrain, so we need Rilla. This makes it really easy, by the way. We could also just lead Volcarona and Quiver Dance turn 1. I like that, because we could also get rid of the Terrain with Rilla in the back. Gengar for taunting, Rilla in the back, and then King Gambit to clean up. I am worried about Torkoal a little bit. We do get kind of run over by it. I think with Sucker Punch, if we can position for a Swords Dance, we could also just win. Yeah. Right. Indeedy hat. Psychic Seed. Let's see. Quiver Dance, Hard Switch into Rilla. The special defense increases, and getting rid of the Terrain is just massive. Because then all that it can really do is just Expanding Force without the boost, and it won't be as much damage, especially after a Quiver Dance boost, so... I think we can stall out Trick Room pretty nicely. We could even get a couple Quiver Dances and position for an out-of Trick Room sweep. We're gonna have to play it carefully, though. Fake Out definitely helps a lot with that. No follow me. So this is a double attack, maybe? Psybeam. Life Orb, okay. There's the Trick Room. I could have easily gone for that taunt. I was just thinking ahead of Follow Me Trick Room, and that would have been a little bad for us, but now we can Fake Out Hat and set up another Quiver Dance. And then likely Indeedee switches out here, right? So we're gonna have to switch out Rillaboom and position it for later. Because we definitely want to maintain terrain control. Hatterene switches out, okay. Where's Saluna? Yeah, it does no damage. Alright, we should have two more turns, or 3 more turns of Trick Room. Managing this Ursaluna is going to be tricky. Got King Gambit in the back. Three turns of Trick Room, okay. We could also just go for a Glide here. Yeah, we don't want to lose Rilla. We don't want to lose Rilla so quickly. Perfect. 2 turns left of Trick Room. They're definitely attacking into Volcarona because they're worried about the potential sweep. So I think even switching out to Gengar is not a bad option here. We do lose the +2 that we have on it, right? But being able to keep Volcarona in the game for later is very important, so I'm gonna Swords Dance here. Yeah, we're just trying to survive Trick Room at this point. Oh. Okay. Hammer Arm Ursaluna. Interesting. Breaks the sash. Okay, we fake out. Damn. Let me think. Yeah, I think we have to bring Rilla here. I know the terrain's about to expire, but I think we have speed control after Trick Room expires, so bring Rillaboom here. Fake out Ursaluna. Get some damage off onto the Indeedee. Even taunting it is not a bad option, actually. And that should be the last turn of Trick Room. And now we can start doing damage to Ursaluna, Hatterene, and Indeedee. We've pretty much seen 3 Pokemon. Could be Torkoal in the back. Okay. Just to follow me. Taunt. Now we can Wood Hammer. Oh, they have Follow Me. Oh no, they're taunted, they're taunted. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, yeah, this is great. That was a great taunt. If Hatterene switches in here, it's gonna eat a Sludge Bomb, and that's really, really big. No Terra. Whatever switches in here is taking a bunch of damage. Torkoal, that's great, that's actually great. I was worried about how we were going to deal with Torkoal, but they just kind of gave us free damage on Torkoal. Yep, that's a 2-hit KO. That's a KO. Now we can just take apart each piece that they have. There's Indeedee again. Taunt here. Terra Fire, right? Yeah, Terra Grass is useless on Volcarona. So we Terra Fire, Wood Hammer here. Yeah, they're going for Trick Room. They're absolutely going for Trick Room here. Okay, that makes things a lot easier, the fact that they protected there. They had a free turn to attack with Torkoal. And I was worried that Heat Wave might pick up a knockout on Gengar here, but Gengar's absolutely putting in work here. We just Sludge Bomb here, and then we Wood Hammer. We can even U-turn, reposition. Yep. Yeah, we just completely stalled out their Trick Room. The hammer armor on Ursaluna was interesting. I can see it. I mean, it's super effective on Archaludon, right? So you also have Headlong Rush. I mean, but yeah. Big U-turn. Bring back bulk. Can't use Dazzling Gleam. I wonder if it has any other attacking moves. I would imagine if it had a psychic move, it would have used it already on Gengar. They haven't Terra'd, right? I don't think so. I'm going to taunt Hat. Just because I don't like the prospect of them. I can actually switch in Rilla here. Get rid of Terrain, Shenanigans, and then Quiver Dance. Wait, did they just Trick Room? I think they just Trick Room. I have to taunt. Taunt Quiver Dance just wins the game, I think. Oh, Magic Bounce, that's so funny. I completely forgot about Magic Bounce. Lol. I taunted myself. That's so funny. Indeed, he can't move. So it's full support moves and Dazzling Gleam. I mean, it's okay. With Rilla, I just kind of clean up the game, especially with Indeedee not being able to move. Just completely nullified by the Rilla. Or by the Gengar, I mean, with Taunt and Curse Body. Alright, now we just fake out here, Heat Wave. It could still Terra to fire, I think, the Hatterene, or Psychic. A double Heat Wave miss here would be just absolutely egregious from the game, but these things do happen, right? You gotta remember. The game's not done yet, despite how it looks. And they just forfeit. GG. I'm not going to comment on their name, by the way. It's so bizarre. So anyways, guys, that's the team. You know, a lot of pivoting. You got so many tools with all the different options here. You got Swords Dance, you got Quiver Dance, you've got ways to stop Trick Room with Taunt, as you saw. You've got Terrain Control, you've got Intimidate. You just got a lot of answers to a lot of things in the format, and it's just such a cool team to just use and see be popular. It's exciting when these more obscure Pokemon actually get a chance to, you know, be in the spotlight a little bit. So Regulation H is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to be making a ton of content. So if you're interested in more of that, consider hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. But that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching the video all the way to the end, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.